Hi guys, thanks for being here with me. My name's Michelle Armstrong. I'm the owner of Finn & Co. Gifts and the developer of Finn the Panda. If you don't know my story, I started this business after my son Finn was in the NICU for 2 months and then back in and out of the hospital with RSV, in the ICU, and also for surgery. And just coming out of that experience, I wanted to do something to help comfort babies and bond them with their parents even when they have to be apart. And so that's where we came up with Finn the Panda. And I've loved being a part of this community. It's a community that people would not sign up to be in, but that is made up of strong and resilient people who love their babies and their children and are ready to fight for them. So in line with that, I have my latest blog post up on advocacy in the hospital. And if you're not a reader, the gist of it is what an important role that is to be the person in the chair sitting next to the bed. I've had experience with this not only with my son Finn sitting next to his incubator and holding him for hours a day, but with my mom in the hospital, and my husband when he went in through surgery, and my sister when she broke her arm, and with myself being in the hospital a couple times with pretty serious issues, and having somebody by my side to not only support me and comfort me through the process, but to be an advocate for my needs. The reason this is so important isn't because hospitals and the staff are malicious or uneducated or unqualified. It's because we're all human and things get missed, things get forgotten, people get busy, and having somebody in your corner to support you and ask for those things and go that extra mile to ask the questions and make sure they're getting answers that everybody understands is really important. I think the best nurses and doctors when my son was in the NICU were the ones who came in, and when it was time for an update and to ask some questions, they looked at me. They asked me how my son was doing and how he'd changed in the last 24 hours, and they knew that I was the one that was with him consistently, and so I would notice any little change in his behavior or his body. So being the person that gets to sit there, and truly it is a privilege to be that for somebody. So part of Finn & Co. Gifts and Finn the Panda is just empowering parents in their role and letting them know that even though you're not a doctor, or maybe you are, you have incredible healing powers for your baby. Your smell, your touch, your sound, everything does something for that child. And not only that, but your fight for them. You're making sure that their needs are being met, that their numbers are being recorded correctly, that their care is the best that it can be because they're your child. So again, nothing negative. I think our nurses are underpaid and overworked, and we had some of the most amazing doctors and nurses when we were in the hospital. And like I said, the best of them were the ones who valued and recognized my contribution, my husband's contribution, and knew what we were to our child and what we could do to help them. So consider that when you're dealing with all these things and feeling like, maybe you just feel like you're sitting there for hours and what are you really doing? Well, you're doing a lot, and you're showing that hospital staff that this baby is loved and cared for and that you're on it. You're paying attention and you're making sure it's the best. So hope that helps a little bit with those ideas, and I'll be back again to talk about more stuff. Thanks, guys.